I want to hear from the Indian ink. What's stopping you? When countries and industries abroad think this is the place to be in now at this time, FDIs are coming, FPIs are coming, it's all, the stock market is so confident, Indian retail investor believes in them. Is it like Hanuman? You don't believe in your own capacity, in your own strength. And has there got to be somebody, standing next and say, hey, you're Hanuman, do it. And who's that person who's going to tell the Hanuman? It can't certainly be the government.
Maybe that's a role you have as well. So, if I look at the world right now, from the global economy flush and sloshing with cash to a sudden turnaround, continuous and growing inflation across the globe, supply chains highly disrupted, either due to the war in Ukraine or the oil prices going up, or a whole host of little sparks in many places that have taken place. Even countries which had negative interest rates now have either zero or plus. Those who had zero have all gone up. We heard one only day before yesterday raising it 75 basis points in one go, which is very unusual for them, and making a statement that you will see 2 or 3 more increases in the coming days. We have been somewhat protected and certainly better than most of those economies. And by the way, some of that credit, of course, goes to you, while some of it goes to people who work the economy. For allowing that space, building the guardrails. At the point we are, how do you see the growth taking place? What do you think is the possibility right now for allowing India to take advantage of a difficult global situation? Because we are at this moment better off. We are not where we need to be because we still have work to do, but we are clearly better off. So is there some plan that you have or guidance for this system, and put out an expectation from the industry and the players of the economy as to what can we hope to see in India in the next 6 months to a year?
I'm going to take off at a point which probably wouldn't be the expected answer.
Okay.
Now, I'm glad that the PM is talking about the Kartavya Bhav. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, but Sabka Prayas. I think all of us will have to start doing what we can best do. Of course, infusing in it a certain seva bhav. We are doing it for the country. But of course, I learn my profit. I'll have my own income. All that is fine. But time has come that each one do a bit. Who, after all, started the startup movement? It was the young boys and girls. Haven't they come out saying, we'll be here, we'll show what we can, and then, of course, started saying, wouldn't it be better for you all to give us some support? So, if they could prove it, even despite the pandemic, within 2-3 years, since 2015, PM's support has been upfront for the startups. So I think it's time now to show a prowess, each one of us, for ourselves. And that itself will give the creative momentum. Again, sorry for being referring to stories or mythology or Indian epics.
But that's us, so please
I was very glad to hear you talk of it. Ours is a civilization. It's been in us for a millennia. Haven't we heard of the story of the several birds, all of them on the floor, being deceived by a hunter by throwing a net on it? Each bird tried to get out of it but couldn't. But how did they all get out? By collectively flying on the spot in such a way the momentum was acquired and they lifted off with the net on them. Isn't that a story that all of us will have to look at? Each one may feel powerless, but together, if the will, Janamanas, If all our manas says, look, this country has to be somewhere else, but not here, this country includes us. So I would think it's the time to get unfettered in the areas that we are and lift like that flock of birds. Hunter be damned, I'm taking your net and all and I'm flying off.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.